wasn't exactly the life of the party in college. I wasn't in a frat, didn't have a huge friend group, and spent most nights in my dorm. But that didn't bother me. I preferred the quiet. One Friday night, my roommate, Jake, went out to some big party, leaving me alone. It was the kind of night I looked forward to. A quiet dorm, a good book, and no interruptions. Around midnight, I heard a knock at the door. It was strange. I wasn't expecting anyone, and Jake always took his key. I figured it might be someone from the hall needing something, so I called out, "Who is it?" No response. I got up, walked to the door, and checked the peephole. No one was there. The hallway was completely empty, lit by the flickering fluorescent lights. Maybe someone was just messing around. I shrugged it off and went back to my desk. Then it happened again. 3 slow, deliberate knocks. This time they sounded heavier, almost calculated. I froze. It wasn't like before. The air in the room felt colder, heavier. I walked back to the door, but this time I didn't ask who it was. I just looked through the peephole. There was a figure standing at the far end of the hallway, just barely visible in the dim light. They weren't moving, just standing there, staring at my door. I couldn't make out their face, but something about their posture felt wrong. I stepped back, my heart pounding. I grabbed my phone and called Jake. No answer. I sent a text. "Someone's at the door. Are you messing with me?" A few seconds later, I heard a ding from the other side of the door. My blood ran cold. Whoever was out there had my roommate's phone. I backed away slowly, grabbing the first thing I could use as a weapon, a heavy textbook. The knocks came again, louder this time, and more insistent. Then they stopped. Silence. I stood there, waiting, barely breathing. After what felt like an eternity, I crept back to the door and looked through the peephole again. The hallway was empty. Relief washed over me, but it didn't last long. Behind me, from inside the room, I heard a voice whisper, "Why don't you open the door?"